Welcome, everybody, to the Dave Knows Comics live stream. I am your host, David Lee, and it's time for another drawing session. How is everybody going to... Hold on, just give me a second. Glad that you guys are coming in. All right. Hey, True Sinister, what is up? Okay. Hey, Arthur Pryor. Yo, were you just commenting on the channel? I just read your comments on here. So, there. AJ Envoy, what is going on? Dude, thoughts on Raw last night? Some good, some bad. I heard Dean was opposed to the Shield reunion, which I think is weird. How's it going, Lad F? What's a Lad F? What up, chat? Arthur Sinister? Degenerate. AJ saying nice to everybody. What up, Zach Rowe? What up, Zach Rowe? Indeed. What's up, Vinny Montana? I was answering your question, but I didn't actually mention anything. Hey, what's up, TJ Fritz? How you doing? Yeah, interesting ending, surprise ending. That was a good angle. But does anybody... Yeah, so what'd you guys think? Yeah, because they're playing him like a heel role, which was surprising. Didn't see that coming at all. So glad everybody is here. Today, because I always talk about how I normally draw and how I don't draw on the channel the way I normally do or the way I always have done in my life. So I figure why not do that today. So wait, hold on. Smallest little thing that's driving me crazy, and then I'll notice it, and then I won't be able to stop staring at it. So sorry about this. It's going to be very jarring. And it busted. All right, I'm just going to have to live with this. Sorry about that. But yeah. Okay, my guy Batista's back. Good. AJ Envoy, all right, mate. Why is Steve a GM? Someone said I should make him a GM, so I did. But I thought you were leaving, man. I thought you were leaving the double the stream. So, well, you know, the Discord for a while. Dave, do I have your attention now? Huh? Nice. Unless I interpreted that wrong, because I felt that he's coming across as the heel, but maybe he wasn't a heel. Maybe he's a face. I don't know, but I thought it's heelish. So how come you didn't come on at like 7 in the morning and not tell us? 7 in the morning? Arthur, man, I really question where you live. So you have a new GM Discord. What up with that? What's up with that? A great idea, Cody. Draw a card. Oh, I don't have the strength today. Today's drawing shall be the Hurricane. Draw the Michelin Man. It's a funny one. It's an easy one, but yeah. Don't get mad. Don't get me started on that, Vinny. What did Vinny say? What did Vinny say? Oh, Batista's back. What a good surprise. Okay. Mate, he beat up Flair. He's obviously a heel. Just saying. I assume so, but I didn't want to be 100. I didn't want to say for sure. Dude, that pop for Roman was amazing. Yeah, Dean not wanting to do the Shield angle allegedly. What's up with that? And these streams are starting to get boring. Draw Mr. Pink. Mr. Pink from Reservoir Dogs? All right, well, but yeah. So today I do want to do what I normally do for drawing, which is this regular photocopy paper. That's all this is. It's just regular photocopy paper and a mechanical pencil. I'm a big mechanical pencil kind of guy. What do you think of the Oscar results? I didn't watch it, nor do I care. I think the Oscars are an impressive award for sure. I would like to win one myself, but I don't really get sucked into it. It's not. I never get mad about, oh, this got snubbed. I never care. I never care. You know, I have an episode on this channel talking about that. If you are referring to Black Panther, where a lot of people are saying, oh, you know, it was supposed to, you know, Black Panther get snubbed. I can't believe it was even nominated. It's, you know, I love that movie. I own that movie. You know, but it's the Oscars. The Oscars have a specific type of movie they go for, and it is what it is. And if you don't like it, don't watch the award. Why do you care what somebody else? It's again, the internet has perpetuated people's opinions and put too much value on the opinions of others. This group, their opinion is this movie gets an award and this movie and these movies don't. Okay, so but everyone wants to yell and scream at each other until they have to share the same opinion. Meanwhile, that's ridiculous because everyone's not going to share the same opinion. I did not see David Kett at Raw. Did I miss that somehow? Did they make a big deal out of it? Wow, TJ, going like kindergarten now, or elementary school level insults. Because I definitely did that when I was a kid, drawing. Yeah, it's like that was it's good revenge to get on people. It's like, well, I'll just draw you doing something you don't like, so I'll get mine. Don't you normally judge a live stream that normally lasts about 2 hours by the first 2 minutes? Joel from The Last of Us. That's a video game, right? So I'm going to reveal how little I know about video games. Maybe, although I prefer comic streams. Well, thank you, TJ Fritz. Batista's coming back. They make Ric Flair schlep to Atlanta and from Charlotte on his birthday instead of letting the man be the Spanish Fred. Well, letting the man be home with his family, Fred. Well, I'm sure he's missed a lot of birthdays with his family, so. I know Shawn Michaels isn't Raw. That I saw. David Arquette, I don't know. I guess I missed it. Like, for that segment when they were all standing in the ring waiting for Flair, most of them made sense. Angle was the one I was like, why is Angle here for this? Generally, I tend to agree with the Oscars taste in films, although I think the dog should have won Best Animated Picture. See, I was The Incredibles 2 an option? Because I would have gone for that. But I know Bao won, and that movie freaked me out, so I was like, oh, what am I watching? Yeah, Peter Griffin from Family Guy. Dave is right. About what group of people think about a movie. It's ridiculous. We act like it's based on credits. We'll watch a movie sometime and make decisions for ourselves. And here's the thing. It's like, yeah, I watch some Oscar movies, and there's some like Oscar-level movies that I like and I enjoy, and I get it. It's just, that's what they want. Okay, and I don't watch a lot of TV to begin with. And I've said it time and time again, that a major reason why I watch wrestling still is because of not this channel, but the other channel. If I didn't have the other channel, I probably wouldn't. I watch a lot of YouTube. Like, I get most of my stuff from YouTube now. YouTube has slowly replaced regular TV for me. There are a couple of shows I watch, but not much. People tell me, oh, what do you think about Game of Thrones? I've never seen one episode of Game of Thrones. I also don't have HBO, so if it's an HBO show, I haven't watched it. The only HBO show I've ever seen an entirety of was The Newsroom. And I love that show. Draw Killer Batman. So draw Goku, not Lord of the Rings. And I like taking those bumps at the Oscars. Arcade. Wow, AA, Arthur's really asking for it. I did like Raw last night. Like I said, it was good or bad. There was some stuff. Slade's not a bad answer. I like Slade. Okay, so. Although I do want somebody with a face, somebody with with facial features I can see. I would like that. I love Bao. I had me and my friends feeling emotional at the end. Meanwhile, the kids in theater don't understand. No, I got the meaning of it, but I was like, I was just like dumbfounded because I was sitting with Elmer from Monday Night Raw when we were watching it. I'm just staring at the screen going, what? Like, I got the meaning of it, but I was like, how do you come up with this idea? Are you saying Arquette is better than... Regal is not... I mean, Arquette is not better than Regal. That is just craziness. Two-Face I have drawn, but I'm not necessarily opposed to drawing him again. I didn't love the last time I drew him. Yeah, has anyone got anything? Yeah. Arthur is a troll and not even a good one. Well, that I agree with. Draw Ronan, Hawkeye, alter ego. I kind of want somebody with an exposed face because, like, when I draw this, normally I draw face. I really like drawing faces. No, Dave. He asked, "Can you draw Two-Face?" Oh, That's true. I read that wrong. Negan. Yeah, I'll give Negan a shot. Just give me a quick second. This one I will get a general. I will look them up just because I'm curious. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing now. Okay, because here's the thing. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Negan, or comic book Negan? Do you guys have a preference? I know they're very similar, but they're not exactly the same. So I have drawn Bane before. I didn't like that Bane that I drew, but I have drawn somewhat an exposed face. What about Sinestro? Oh, that wouldn't have been a bad one. TV show Negan. Draw Fagin. Done. Or how about this one? Here's a picture of a cow eating lots of grass. Here's a picture of a cow eating lots of grass. Guys see it? Those are wrestling. Was and still is Vinny Montana. Take that, Arthur. Take that, take that, take that. Did you draw Rocket Raccoon? I have not drawn that on. I have not drawn him on here yet. Damn, Dave, you're amazing. Oh, thank you. You draw so fast. Oh. Okay, yeah, no one's apparently taking a bait for the cow eating grass, so I guess I'll just move on. So I had one vote from True Sinister for TV show Negan. Is that where we're all at the consensus of? I'm just gonna kind of go with his. I kind of rather draw the TV show Negan because Jeffrey Dean Morgan's cool. Ruler of the universe, the master, and well, the master of the universe is He-Man, but you know, the ruler of the universe, I think, is a pretty big ruler. It's a pretty big measuring stick. Where are the tacos? Where are the tacos? Yeah, comic book Rocket is definitely more dangerous looking. I even left you in. Oh, that's what that. Okay, the LOL was for that. Okay, gotcha. All right. But no one took the bait to ask the questions. But I'll let it go. RVD is a guy who's hard to draw. Okay, so comic book, TV show, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. At least I hope that's his name, and I'm not getting something backwards. I think his name is Jeffrey Dean Morgan. If his name is Dean Jeffrey Morgan, that doesn't sound right, but yeah. It's what's really strange to me is looking at all these Negan pictures. It's like a surprisingly large amount of them are he's like happy or he's like smiling, and it just looks like he's a friendly guy who likes baseball. And it's like, wait a minute, that's not what you look like. Oh, just putting my phone on silent. I don't want it interrupting. Negan, and I gotta admit, I really do like Jeffrey Dean Morgan as a, or his name's like Morgan Jeffrey Dean, but yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I'm pretty sure that's his name. You know, I'm gonna just check it out. It's his name. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I was right. I was 90% sure I was right. I was just kind of like, yeah, without the context of seeing him mad or hearing the evil things he's gonna say, he looks so like super happy, and it's just funny when you look at it that way. What? Oh, it's retracted, so I missed it. Did you ever like to... Oh, yeah, no, I'm big Ninja Turtles fans. Although, like, the 2003 series, I didn't watch all of it. I watched, like, a couple episodes, and I did like what I saw. I really liked the Turtles Forever movie. The original 80s cartoon, I liked it as a kid. The older I got, the more I realized it's ridiculous. Yeah, he is over. Well, Dave, fresh trim you got? Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is a maintenance haircut, fixing the haircut, trying to get the other way around. Spider-Man theme, Sid Vicious does whatever the master does. Oh, okay. But yeah, so what was I talking about? I got derailed. Yeah, well. But yeah, oh yeah, Ninja Turtles. So I like the 80s cartoon, but the older I got, I realized it's like a ridiculous show. I like the original movie. The subsequent movies, not so much. But I did like TMNT. But I do like the Ninja Turtles, and I do like a lot of the lore about it. You're right. He does look like a really enthusiastic baseball fan. Yeah, that's really how he comes across. It's like I like baseball, and it's all and leather jackets, and I'm just friendly guy. And you just don't know what you're getting into when you see that dude's face. 22. What? What? Double A, you make no sense sometimes. All right, I'll just go with this then. Bear with me as I do go back and forth between. Yeah, the vast majority, like easily 90%, possibly 99% of all the drawing I've ever done has been on like photocopy paper. Yeah, at least 90, maybe not 99, maybe that's a little high, but it's been on photocopy paper just like this. So this is what I'm used to, and it's been a while since I've actually done this. I normally do it at home. Let's go back. Some things. And even though I'm on the older side, I will just like, yeah, friendly baseball bat. Yeah, not meant for Glenn's face whatsoever. Not meant for soon-to-be father Glenn. Nope, nope, nope. He just really likes baseball. I definitely like Jeffrey Dean Morgan as an actor. I like him a lot. I think he's pretty cool, and he's one of those guys that's been in like a bajillion comic book movies as like a different comic book guy, and I let it go. He almost goes into the Chris Evans. He's like in the Chris Evans category where it's like, all right, enough is enough. But the same hand, nah, you're pretty cool, so you get a pass. I almost want to combine elements of comic book Negan. Cody will sign autographs. You think it's weird to have Pillman having a gun? It's controversial, yet explosions. Look, Pillman having a gun. Like, I'll put it this way. Pillman has a gun I didn't think was good, but I also don't hate it, or it's not as infamous to me as it is for a lot of other people. Ron Perlman is my favorite comic material-related actor. That's a pretty good answer. It didn't bother me as much. It's ridiculous, but again, I have like a pretty far threshold for wrestling when it comes to like ridiculous tolerance, because I tolerate a lot because I know wrestling is ridiculous and it's okay by me. But my problem but I still didn't like it. So it wasn't too far for me, but what I didn't like was opening up the flood. It's not like I was offended or it was too violent or anything like that. It was just that my problem with guns is once we introduce guns into professional wrestling, then it's a new thing. Like and I also don't like the way chairs have been utilized. Chairs is supposed to be it. Like this is as hardcore as you get. But if you start introducing us something like a gun to the world, then it's going to be why doesn't everyone bring a gun if you can apparently just bring guns into professional wrestling? And I understand that was not the angle. He didn't bring it to the ring or anything. But once you introduce guns, it's one of those things you can't go back from. So either you introduce guns and everyone should be using them and they should be pretty tough and match ending, or it's going to escalate where eventually guns are going to be like Elmer Fudd, where everyone gets shot and nothing happens. And don't get me wrong, part of me would find it very funny. They wouldn't do that today, I don't believe, but it would be very funny to me if they had a bunch of guns that just shot out like smoke pellets or whatever. It was just blast and like soot on people's faces like in cartoons. You know, the rest back and start. Oh no, he got shot in the face. 1, 2, 3, that's it. Oh, this is despicable. We need to send him to the EMTs, and he just gets up and rubs his face off. He goes, "No, I'm fine," and then just walks away like it's no big deal. Like if we want to go full cartoon with this, like if Chikara did something like that, they wouldn't because they're more kid friendly and they definitely don't want to have that gun stuff going around. At least I don't think. But if Chikara did it, I would not care. I would be perfectly fine by it, and I would never complain. It's ridiculous. Yeah, 100% it's ridiculous. I will not make any argument to say that it isn't. But yeah. I forgot that I was drawing something here. You know what's really weird now? I know I'm drawing Negan, and I should be more tempted to draw comic book Negan than anything else, but I'm more tempted to draw the comedian from Watchmen because of Jeffrey Dean Morgan. So it's throwing my brain off. I keep having to reset. The other thing I have, for me especially, that I never really noticed about comic book drawing or drawing live on, because not only do I do things differently here, but it throws me off because I'm not paying as much attention. I'm talking to somebody else, and I normally don't. If I'm drawing outside of this, I would just draw by myself, like quiet. You know, maybe I have the TV on or something, but I wouldn't be responding to anybody. I've never drawn in a room full of people, or even one, maybe one person, but I'm not really talking all that much. If I keep jumping around right now, it's because I'm really trying to get Negan's hair right. I don't know why. It's not like his hair is that signature of a thing. And I also am trying to avoid accidentally, because he's almost, I didn't realize this until I started doing it, but he's almost turning into how I draw Sean Connery. And I don't want to accidentally draw Sean Connery. And Connery is how I draw James Bond, typically. So I'm trying to be very conscious of not accidentally drawing Sean Connery. And I don't think they look alike. I don't think these two guys look alike at all. But I'm noticing that drawing them, I am making certain similarities that I probably shouldn't be. I draw them in similar ways. There you go. That's Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura. Let's see the kick out after 2 bombast. What should people kick out of shotguns at 2? Yeah. Yeah, because like Chikara does the invisible hand grenade, which I think is funny. But I just mean if they had like real, like really ridiculous cartoony props. And again, I'm not saying they should do that. I'm just saying that if Chikara did, I probably would be okay. Heels have more fear than faces. Proud that you're self-made. When you started off with nothing. Oh, stuck in the middle with you, singing lyrics. You're very random with your song choices, buddy. Heck of a mustache for this guy. Heck of a mustache. Don't love that mouth though. Not loving the mouth. But thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Uh, Two building falls on him. Yeah, Cena kicks out after two. No, building falling on John Cena. That might just be a 1 count. Uh, you have. Do you guys think having wrestlers that are similar to one another facing each other is uninteresting? Remember then Wolverine himself. Yes, he did. Have a great day. Peace. Oh, hey, Joshua A. And bye, Joshua A. No, I actually think if you tell the story right, I think you can make very similar wrestlers going off against each other interesting. I think it's very easy to make that interesting. I think it's interesting because the story goes into them just doing a few things that you don't normally see from each other normally, and that's a level they have to do because they know each other so well. They're so similar in styles that it just becomes a story of who wants it more or who's going to outthink the other guy. That's where I think the story goes. That's how I think you tell that match. Now I'm slipping into my normal mode for this live stream because now I'm just. Who's Victor Sullivan? An evil Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben doesn't have a mustache. Uncle Ben's like the only old person in comic books that's allowed to not have a mustache. Old, like normal person, not including like superheroes. Then again, Robbie too. Robbie's old and he doesn't have a mustache. So from England, Immortal Remus. It's Magnum TA. There you go. That'd be awesome. Sullivan is Sully from Uncharted. Oh, I've never played Uncharted. When you said Uncle Ben, I automatically thought, oh, you gotta admit that'd be awkward in their house, huh? If they have, Aunt May has Uncle Ben in the house, the rice product in the house, that'd be an awkward thing. Magnum TA. See, I told you, TJ Fritz finished the mullet, Dave. He doesn't have a no, not Magnum TA. Magnum TA does not currently have a mullet. At least last time I saw him, he didn't. Maybe he grew it out. Hopefully, he didn't. Wasn't Magnum TA meant to be the next big mega babyface to rival Hulk Hogan before his career shut? Yes, he was, as I definitely mentioned in a video on the other channel. This is AA. What would you? You wouldn't happen to be. Okay, you guys don't tell me. Looks like a guy from Detroit. I've never been to Detroit. Cannot judge the people of Detroit. Never been there. I'm not even sure if I met anyone from Detroit. In theory, I should have. I must have. I must have met somebody from Detroit by now, right? Okay. There we go. Texas, now that I've been to. I've been to Texas for WrestleMania. Uh, Ranked Tarantino movies. Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs is a tie because I change my mind on which one I like more all the time. Then Kill Bill. I'm counting both of them as one. Um, Glorious Bastards and Django are tough between the two of them. I guess Glorious Bastards and then Django, but it could go either way. Um, oh wait, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Before Glorious Bastards, I gotta say it's gotta be Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs tie, then Kill Bill, then Death Proof. I know not everybody likes Death Proof or seen it or care, but I really like Death Proof a lot. And then Glorious Bastards, then Django, then Jackie Brown, I guess. I think that's it. That's all. Oh, Hateful Eight. A lot of people don't realize this, but Hateful Eight is actually a remake of the movie The Thing. Tarantino just wanted to do that as his homage to the movie The Thing because it's the same structure and the same everything as The Thing. It's just done with Western stuff instead of alien stuff. So, but the skeletal plot is all The Thing, which I think is a cool trick, and I kind of wish more movies would do stuff like that. Like with all these remakes we have, it's like, yeah, well, how about you remake it, but do your own thing with it? I don't know why I'm doing things the way I'm doing right now. You ever see that Golden Girl? Quentin Tarantino was an Elvis impersonator. I did not. You guys again? Hey, Degenerate again? I remember when the NWO Championship mattered? Barely. Neat. Apparently, Tarantino's 10th film will be a Western. Yeah, who knows when or if that'll ever come out. right. Okay, almost at the home stretch. It's not a baseball pun. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, if TF is the if this stream TF is this stream, man. Okay, jeez. I looked down for just a couple of minutes, and all of a sudden, we got a whole bunch of stuff happening in the chat. What's going on, guys? Can't we all just get along? Only say non-inflammatory things to each other. It'd be one thing if it was like those Savages on the wrestling channel, but this is the sophisticated combo channel. Yeah, I guess I could make his hair. I don't know who I'm talking to because none of you guys said anything, but I guess I could color his hair too. Well, Let's try this one. Anything else I want to do to this? Oh, there it is. Ooh. Um, I think. You know, it's so much easier for me drawing this way. I'm beginning to wonder why I ever drew the other way to begin with. Oh, thank you, TJ Fritz. Tim Castillo, yeah, I was going to be ever creating a whole other YouTube account. Okay. Okay. You guys, behave yourselves. Right. Gabe, give yourself. I do love me some Barry Horowitz. Okay, so wait, hold on. I think I gotta. A little gap there. All right. I wish this came out a little brighter. I don't think the red shows quite as much as I would like it to. But yeah, so there we go. We got Negan. It's not 100% the way. There you go. Because the paper, the camera is not exactly 100% even, so like he looks a little more like this. This is a little more accurate. What we got. All right, so yeah, Negan. Cool request. I definitely dug it. Definitely liked it. Although, actually, hold on. There's a couple more things that I could do. What I want to do. Yeah, we'll try this. Try this real quick. There we go. Just a little more shading, if you will. But I'm not done. Not done. Maybe I went too far with that, but either way. Well, thank you for the like. Thank you for the thumbs up. All right, so there we go. Negan from The Walking Dead. I gotta admit, this was a cool suggestion. Um, Thank you for making it, and thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so I liked it. This was actually a lot of fun. I was glad to be able to go back to my old style or my normal habits. It's a lot easier for me, especially since doing it the other way there tends to be drawings I don't like that I get upset with. So this was fun being able to go something I'm more comfortable with. But thank you so much. Anything you guys want to talk about before I go? All right. Well, thank you so much for being here on the Dave Knows Comics live stream. I'm your host, David Lee. Check out the Wrestling Channel tomorrow, brand new video, and also check you out on this channel Thursday. All right. Have a good one, and thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes, and as always, Dave Knows.